Ashley with Amare. So, we're going to talk about a common thing that Cleo. This is Cleo. Cleo is going to leave me alone for the rest of the live, right? Yes. We're going to talk about something super common that happens to you post-op. The doctors really don't talk about, and you guys don't think it's a big issue, but it kind of is, because it's a signal that you need to pay attention to for your body for healing. So, itching. Now, let's start basic. You know when you have like a cut on your hand, like I have a little cut on my hand, it like itches, right? Or it stings a little bit, and then as it starts to heal, it like itches. Or if you've ever had stitches, they tend to itch a little bit too, right? Okay, but like post-op, even just lipo, you have a giant area that's been cut. So, itching. Itching can be like a little bit, like tingly, like itchy, or it can be like maddening, insane, like the inside of your skin is itching and you can't get to it. Well, you're not crazy. Like the inside of your skin is actually itching. It's not just topical. So let's go over this. The main cause of the itching is lymphatic movement. So our lymph vessels are a hair thick, very little, hair thick, right beneath the skin. So when you're normal healing, itching does happen very often because you're feeling that fluid start to move. Now, why is it like when you stub your toe and you're swollen, it doesn't itch? What's the difference, right? So you should never be able to actually feel the lymphatic fluid moving under your skin, or that tingling, or that like burning. You really shouldn't feel that. It is a common thing that happens post-op, but it's not exactly something that needs to happen. They do say itching is common when healing, yes, but again, just because it's common doesn't mean it needs to happen. It's completely avoidable. And like I said, it can be like a little bit where it's like, oh, I'm a little itchy, or it can be like maddening, where like you feel like ants all over your skin and you're super, super itchy. So what you're feeling is the swelling starting to move or attempting to move. So in our sessions, as we're doing the hands-on lymph drainage and we're doing this whole like light, super gentle pumping motion to your skin, where we're just moving the skin, we're not doing this, we're not like rubbing, it's very, very gentle, very slow, very light. This is it. As we're doing that, you may feel like the squishing, or you may feel like the fluid actually start to move. That's because we're manually moving it. But when you're at home in your garment or after surgery and you're like ridiculously itchy and your doctor tells you to take Benadryl, or they'll give you like an antibiotic or something, yeah, that's not going to work, because it's about lymphatic movement. That's why you're itching, is because the fluid is trying to move under your skin, and itching is your body's signal of getting you to rub it, causing your skin to move, to get that fluid to move. And we do that movement of the skin during our sessions. So that's what's happening with the itching, is that your lymphatic fluid is attempting to move. It's trying to move. Now, a lot of times it'll be kind of like gel rather than water under your skin. It'll be like puffy and squishy, and even sometimes getting hard like fibrosis. And your fibrosis will start itching as it starts to reverse back as we're working on you, as you're wearing the garment and the foams that we suggest. Not all garments and foams help break down fibrosis. Disclaimer. Most of them, if they're not correct, cause fibrosis. But that itching and that like tingling and that like crawling, creeping feeling is your lymphatic fluid, is your swelling under your skin attempting to move. So now that we know what it is, how do we alleviate it? Well, again, it's not an allergic reaction, so Benadryl is not exactly going to help. Now, if Benadryl does help, then there may be another thing that's causing that skin irritation, and we're going to get into that too in this video. But the itching, three main things. One, your fluid is too thick. It's gel-like, it's not water-like. You need to be drinking a crap ton more water. I say this all the time, guys. It's close to a gallon of water a day. Two, if you're having too much salt, you will itch more. So again, take it easy on the salt. If it tastes salty, spit it out. If it tastes like pizza, french fries, chips, chicken noodle soup, wonton soup, chicken teriyaki, pasta sauce, all of that, any of that, if it tastes salty, if you can taste the salt, spit it out. It's way too much salt. It's going to cause fibrosis. It's going to cause more itching. So there is that. Couple other things. If you're in a garment that is squeezing and trapping fluid, you will get that. Most common, as you start to heal, if you're already fibrotic and hard, as that hardness starts to turn back to water, it has to get to that gel-like state. That gel-like state is then going to be moving under your skin, and you're going to feel it. So drink tons of water, make sure you're wearing the foams, make sure you're wearing the garment that we provide and we suggest, not any random garment and foams, but ours specifically, and make sure that you're taking care of your skin. So, other things that cause the itching: Dial and Hibiclens or Dove. Soaps that are drying out your skin, making you paper thin, because it's going to irritate your skin and you're going to itch like crazy because your skin is so dry. So one of the things that we suggest for the itching in general is the postop cream that we have. It has calendula, echinacea, a bunch of other stuff. We will start selling it in our shop soon. I will do another video on that. But you can purchase it right now from us in our actual studios. The postop cream that we have is meant to help your skin. So not only does it hydrate your skin and all of that, because it's a macadamia oil base and has sunflower oil in it, and takes care of treating your actual skin from the destruction of the Dial, the Hibiclens, or the Dove, but it actually helps alleviate the topical sensation of the itching. So using fingertip strength, rubbing that specific cream on is going to help with that. But more so, that itching is because your skin isn't being taken care of. So if you're getting a lot of like crazy itching, especially your BBL area, when that starts to heal, you do not want to be scratching that, guys. Do not touch your fat transfer. Leave it alone. So things to look at if you're having severe itching is the water, the salt, what kind of soap you're using, your garment, and your foams. Basically, all your supplies. But Dove, Hibiclens, and Dial, the soap is like the #1 thing that causes a lot of the skin irritation and the itching, and your incisions to itch too, because it dries your incisions out too much. So I'm going to put in this video a link to this soap that we use. This is the #1 thing that everybody gets wrong and causes like a lot of the itching besides the salt and the water. The soap that we have has aloe in it to coat your skin and calm it down and protect it and fortify it, so when you're in the garment you don't have irritation, you're not flaking, you're not drying out. #2, it does have arnica in it, so it stops the topical irritation on your skin. Everybody gets this wrong. Arnica is not for swelling. Arnica is for bruising. Arnica is for cleaning up your skin. A lot of the itching is skin-related issues. I did a video, another live, on the garment burn, which also goes hand in hand with itching. Your skin is the biggest part of post-surgery. Post-surgery skin is not the same thing as regular skin. You cannot treat your skin the same way you were treating it before surgery, because your skin is so swollen and so stretched, it's already fragile. Then you're putting it into an extremely rough garment and you're using extremely drying products on it. And if you're using the Boreon Arnica gel, that is also drying on top of that, you will get major itching. So itching, 3 signs for itching: you're not taking care of your skin post-surgery properly, you're not drinking enough water, you're having way too much salt. So those are the 3 little takeaways. But itching, guys, can be a really big problem. It can also be a sign that your lymph fluid is attempting to move. Your swelling is trying to move and become more liquid. So if you're having an extreme itching state where it's like 2 or 3 days of maddening, like itching everywhere, and it's like crazy and driving you nuts, set up a virtual with me and we'll figure out how to fix whatever you're doing to stop that itch. One other thing that is going to cause that itching: if you are using any kind of detergent on your garment or your foams that is not the detergent we recommend, if it's Tide, Gain, All, Arm & Hammer, even if it's free and clear, it will dry out the material of your garment and make it rough, and then it's going to rub against your skin and irritate it and cause garment burn and itching. So guys, itching is one of those things that nobody really talks about in the post-op world because it's a normal part of healing. But there are ways that we can control it. There are ways that we can get rid of it. There are ways that we can minimize it and get past it. Yes, it does happen with healing, but it doesn't need to become a big problem and drive you nuts. So if you are experiencing crazy amounts of itching, set up a virtual with me and we'll figure it out. But just know that there is something going on. If you're itching that much, yes, it's part of healing. It should be a little bit, but it shouldn't be days on end where you're super severely itchy to where you're like scratching at your skin 24/7. Or you're in your garment, which is driving you nuts, and you're itching everywhere and you can't get to it because of the garment. So again, guys, reach out, set up a virtual 732-841-0142 if you're having crazy amounts of itching, or if something doesn't seem right, or whatever it is. Take a look at those couple points and see what's going on. I will see you guys next week. Have a good day. Bye.